Happiness is found where you are not looking.
So this is an ice cream.
Narrowing his eyes, Knuckles hums, studying the food with a pensive frown on his face. A dessert? Consumed for fun.
Yes.
The blue hedgehog grins back at him over the precarious tower of colored orbs stacked on a little beige cone in his hand. And Knuckles blinks half curiously, half wary at the similar creation that is being made for the fox cub. The building he has found himself in is guarded by a person sticking out over a glass wall while talking to the human man. No, the ice cream is being made for Tails, and whoever is guarding the food is talking to Tom. The fox cub is Tails, the human is Tom, the woman who is at Tom's side so often is Maddie, and the one he thought of as his sworn enemy is Sonic. He no longer needs to think of any of them as opponents or people getting in his way. He belongs with them now, or at least he hopes so.
But remember it's cold, so don't eat it all immediately.
Said he sworn enemy adds, though the warning is forgone immediately as the speedster shoots forward to bite into the uppermost orb, and a cry of pain resounds hardly a second after.
Ouch. Brain freeze?
That's what you get when you don't heed your own advice.
Maddie teases as she is handed a cone with green ice cream by Tom and gives it to the cheering fox next, smiling down at Knuckles with warmth. A warmth he has not seen or felt in years.
Now, what flavor would you like, Lil Red?
Tipping his head at her, Knuckles blinks and blinks once more before settling on a.
I'm not little.
But she's not making fun of him, if her smile is any indication, and besides, he is smaller than both humans, even if he towers over Tails, and Sonic can't quite meet his height either. From Tom and Maddie's perspective, they're probably all rather tiny.
Sonic says there is no grape flavor, not usually anyway, which is weird because grapes make a good dessert.
He adds, straightening his back to keep the pouting from his face. A warrior does not pout, after all, nor is he a child anymore. Such behaviors had been taught out of him quickly enough anyway when he was younger. Maddie chuckles at his words as he brings himself back to the here and now with a tiny shake of his head before he can sink back into the memories of everything he has lost. His life consists not only of loss, not anymore. He has gotten something back too, and he should be grateful. And he is. He'd had this odd thing called fun today, and though the word is strange and unfamiliar on his tongue, still he thinks he has before as well, with this intriguing group of people. Plus, finally beating the hedgehog and fox at something, even if it had been a mere game with somewhat confusing rules, had made him quite enthusiastic. The trip in the car into the village had been nice and peaceful, and he can't deny the ice cream has caught his interest, lack of grapes aside.
There is not indeed, but we have vanilla and chocolate and strawberry, and many more.
The woman smiles at him, the echidna moving his pensive gaze past all the colors behind the glass wall as Maddie's hand points to the many different types.
Tails is taking mints. Sonic has made a horrid concoction of many flavors, and Tom likes cookie dough best. You can take whichever you want to.
I'll take the mint then.
The echidna hums after careful consideration. Out of everyone, he can probably trust the fox child's opinion best.
With the sprinkles?
He does not actually know what the sprinkles are. He can recall having seen them before, but if Tails' words are anything to go by, they must be good.
1 mint with sprinkles coming up.
A similar cone with 2 orbs of light green and colorful dots of decoration on top is created and handed over to him, and Knuckles blinks as Maddie's fingers just barely trail over the spiky fur on his forehead after.
Enjoy, Knuckles. If you don't like it, just ask for something different. Okay, Tom will eat the rest of it then.
I already have my own.
Tom protests, though both he and Maddie laugh as they take their own ice creams as well, and the group of 5 saunters outside into what Knuckles has deemed the main meeting plaza of the village. With a contents eye, Tom sinks down on a little chair placed around a large white table with a piece of fabric for shade above, placed on a little pavilion inside the town that might be Knuckles' home now. Their home. A home where he is no longer alone.
I've truly become a dad, haven't I?
The protector of said town adds.
Taking my sons out for baseball, going on rides with the truck and our dog, eating the boys' ice cream when they're no longer hungry.
I can eat the ice cream too. If you don't want it, ask Ozzy.
Sonic exclaimed in a pout, the hedgehog's face all but covered in the stuff as Knuckles blinks at him. Longclaw's apprentice seems to be unable to take even something as important as a victory meal after a hard battle seriously. But now it makes a tiny smile form on the echidna's face for just a fleeting second. He can only reason Sonic is having that fun thing as well. Tails meanwhile is licking his own dessert most politely, and the echidna decides he is best off joining the youngest of the group. As the other three begin an extensive discussion about when eating ice cream becomes too much for teenage hedgehogs and grown humans and if dogs are allowed some, or at least that is what he can discern about it. It is probably not something he has much to add to, in any case.
Hello.
Tails beams as Knuckles sinks down on the little plastic chair next to him and turns the cone around in his hands with no small amount of suspicious curiosity still. Fun, and family, and a home.
Mint ice cream is my favorite.
The other one continues as the echidna gives the green stuff a most pensive little lick.
I hope you like it too.
Umming back slowly, Knuckles blinks. The taste is
Sharp, but not unpleasant. His second lick is a bit more enthusiastic.
It's good.
He agrees a tad stiffly and awkwardly still, but as he sits in the sun and carefully eats where the green orb is melting most, he can't shake the feeling he is happy with what he has gotten back after all he has lost, happy to not spend every moment training for his chance to shine and restore the order of the past. Happy with his new life and the little family that has accepted him so willingly. And if everyone is happy with him being here too, he does not want to change a single thing about it. And with that realization, Knuckles smiles in full at his ice cream, which is so much more to him than a mere dessert to celebrate his victory in base of ball. They've given it to him because they want him to be a part of their little family, to belong with Sonic and Tails and Tom and Maddie and their fluffy four-legged house-guarding creature too. Contently, the echidna gives the ice cream another lick, enjoying the sun on his face and the small talk with Tails and the chatter of everyone else around him. No, if every day can be like this, fun and happy and content with his family at his side, he does not want to change a single thing at all.